Hey, trail hoppers, welcome back to the channel. We are out here on this fabulous Friday, getting ready to winterize the trailer. Well, not we, because I'm not going to do anything but watch Babe do whatever he do. Um, but we're out here at the storage place, and we're getting ready to get the trailer winterized. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop camping. We still got some trips coming up within the next couple of weeks, but right now we're getting ready to do this winterizing thing. Um, so we'll go over here and see what he got going on. Look at Grumpy over there. Hey, you ready? Okay. Okay.
You gonna stop the video?
No, ain't I'm supposed to be recording you.
Yeah, I haven't done my intro yet.
Oh. Okay. We'll be back, trail hoppers. So Grumpy can do his intro.
Hey, what's up, trail hoppers? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, this episode is all about this pink stuff right here. That's right. It's time to winterize the trailer. So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Let's ride. All right, trail hoppers. So we are going to winterize our trailer this week. And so we got some supplies here. We got our RV marine antifreeze. We have our air compressor. We got our generator to run our air compressor because right now we are at our storage facility. We got our blowout adapter, and so you'll need a blowout adapter to hook it to the fresh water connection on your trailer. So that actually to your city water connection, so that you can blow out your water line so you don't dilute the antifreeze. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with winterizing the trailer. And so the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and put the hot water tank in the bypass. And so the reason why we put it in the bypass is so that we don't get any antifreeze in our hot water tank. And so we will come on up in here to the trailer. And so depending on what type of trailer you have, that will determine where your hot water tank bypass valves are. So right now we have a Springdale 298 BH for the bunkhouse in the back. And so our hot water tank is right up underneath our stove here. And so we'll have our camera woman come around here. And so we'll get this panel off. We already took the screws out. And so as you can see here, we have two bypass valves here. And so we're going to go ahead and get those turned into bypass. And so once we get them in bypass, we know that the water system is now closed. And so we can go ahead and get our hot water tank draining. And so we'll get the hot water tank draining and we'll be back with you guys. Let's ride. All right, trail hopper. So we're out here at our hot water tank. So we're going to go ahead and get our panel taken off. When it started getting cold, we had already took off our caps for our low point drain. And so we're going to get those put back on here in a second when we go to blow out the water lines, just so that we can make sure we keep it pressurized. But right now we're going to go ahead and get in here. We're going to get this anno rod out. And so we've already released the pressure on the hot water tank. And so you want to make sure that you release the pressure on the hot water tank so you don't have water spraying out on you. I learned the hard way last season because I didn't have the how-to video on how to winterize. And so I want to just let you guys know about that. And so we're going to go ahead and get this anno rod out. So we'll loosen it up a little bit with our socket here. And then we should be able to get it the rest of the way by hand. And so we're going to have wifey back up so she don't get no water on her. We're gonna go ahead and get the anti rod pulled out. We're gonna let that hot water tank drain, and then we are gonna get the system closed back up so we can go ahead and get the water lines blew out. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. All right, trail hoppers. So now that we have that hot water tank blew out, we are going to go ahead and get our compressor set up. And so we're going to put about 40 pounds on the water lines today to get them blew out. And so we'll get our blowout adapter put on. We'll get our air compressor hooked up to it, and we're going to go ahead and blow out the water lines. We're going to start back in the bathroom, and then we're going to work our way to the front. And you want to make sure when you're blowing out the lines to remember, if you have an outdoor shower or any type of outdoor water supply, you want to make sure you blow out those lines as well. So you want to make sure you put your adapter. You want to put your little gasket on there if your kit came with one. You want to get it tightened up on there. You don't want to over tighten it though. All right, so we're gonna get our compressor started up, our generator started up so that we can get our compressor going. If you have the luxury of having electric wherever you are, that'll work out even better for you. But if not, generator should be good to go. All right, trail hoppers. So we got the water lines blew out. And so we've got all of our compressor and generator. We got all of that disconnected. We got the blowout valve disconnected from the RV. And so now it's time to go ahead and get the actual antifreeze into the travel trailer. And so on the 298 BH, the water pump is located right here behind this panel here on your driver's side storage. Right behind there is one screw that's holding it in, and that will reveal the water pump. And so with the water pump, we have two connections in there. And so with these connections, the connection that we need to put our hose on is actually around here on this back side over there. And so I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but on the back side over there, we're going to disconnect that, and we are going to get our hose, our transfer hose, connected to that other side so that we can pull the antifreeze out of the containers. And so this line here is what feeds the water into our trailer. This is the main water supply. So we got the city water, and then we got the fresh water connection. And so you can see there that this wire right here, that tube, is the city water connection coming from the outside. And so you don't want to disconnect that side because you won't get antifreeze into the trailer. And so we're going to get the back side disconnected there. And on the water pump that we have here in our Springdale trailer, it uses quick connects. And so we manufacture our own transfer tube here. Depending on how long of a tube you need, you can buy some tube, and then you want to make sure you get this right angle 90-degree quick connect adapter, and that will make your job a lot easier. So we're gonna get the connector disconnected. We're gonna get our transfer hose connected, and then we are going to start transferring the antifreeze into the trailer. And so I have the benefit of having wifey with me today, and so we're going to get all this hooked up, and we're going to go and have wifey engage the water pump so that we can get it primed up and ready to go. So sit back, enjoy this, let's ride. All right, trail hoppers. So as you can see, this back side of the water pump is pretty tight. And so after examining it, one upgrade that we're probably going to do to this system for next year is we are actually going to just splice that line there that I have my hand on, and we'll put a bypass valve in so that we can connect our transfer hose a little bit easier. So as you can see, we took it all the way apart, but instead of taking it apart next year in the off season, we're going to go ahead and put a bypass valve in to make it a little bit easier to connect that transfer hose. All right, so we got our hose connected, and with the antifreeze, you just want to punch a hole in the top. You want to put your hose down on the inside, and generally, we're able to just set the tube here. Again, since I'm with wifey today, I don't have to try and figure it out. And so, what we're going to have wifey do is we're going to have her go on the inside, turn the water pump on, so we can get the line charged so we can get the antifreeze in. Let's ride. All right, so you can see just on charging the line, that's how much antifreeze was taken into the trailer. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go on the inside now, and we're going to go ahead and start this process. Again, we're going to start in the back and we're going to work our way to the front. We'll have wifey go, there's wifey, y'all. We're going to have wifey go outside, and she is going to make sure that we don't run out while we're filling this. So at some point in time, we're going to have to change tubes. And actually, to make this a little bit easier, we're going to go ahead and get it changed now so we can start with a fresh bottle. So now that we got the lines charged, we're going to go ahead and change to the second gallon just to make it easier, because I don't think we're going to use a whole gallon to go ahead and get all the lines winterized. And so we're going to get that bottle changed, and we'll be right back with you. All right, trail hoppers, so we got our travel trailer fully winterized now. We got all the lines filled with antifreeze. We started at the back. We did the hot water, cold water toilet, shower, hot and cold. We did our sink, hot and cold, and we did the outside shower, hot and cold. And so now we're going to go ahead and get everything cleaned up, and we're going to get everything packed up so that we can go ahead and head back home for today and get ready for our camping trip that's coming up. Because if it's not snowing, we rolling. So let's ride.